excited because I made a list on the movies and specials I watched during this holly jolly season and reasons why I watch it, as well as a score that I gave it. Hi my pretty, welcome back to my channel. I am excited because this video, and I will have another video up for this week, but this probably be coming in maybe like early Wednesday morning. But yeah, anyways, I am excited because, as you guys know, next week is Christmas, but I know not everybody celebrates Christmas. That's okay because there are many different religions. So yeah, but I celebrate Christmas, and I am in love with the holiday. Like you can see in my background, I have like the little garlands hung up on my curtains. Yeah. So, and then I had Christmas nails done for this holiday. So yeah, I am excited because I made a list on the movies and specials I watched during this holly jolly season and reasons why I watch it, as well as a score that I gave it. So yeah, I'll just quickly show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Yep, right there. So let us get started. Let's start with a cult classic, with the How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I'm talking about the 2000 version, not the 1966 or the 2018 or the musical that just came out. So yeah, the reasons why I watched this movie, because honestly, Jim Carrey, he embodied the character to a perfection. Like honestly, way better than Matthew Morris. I can honestly tell you that whole performance made me feel so uncomfortable and made me more mad that we had to have this in this terrible year. Like, could have just left that be. And then honestly, there are many scenes that I love from the movie. Definitely the one where you got to understand who the Grinch is and why he hates Christmas. And that's also the reasons why I watch it, because it delves deeper into why the Grinch hates Christmas and why he wants to steal Christmas. I give it a 9 out of 10. Because why the reason it didn't get a perfect score is because I want to know what happened to the mayor. Because, like, you know, because he had a little feud with the Grinch, and the Grinch apologized for stealing people's presents, giving it back, and everyone's like, oh, he apologized. What happens after that? I just want to know. Yeah, so on to the next one. This is the opposite character who embodies Christmas, loves Christmas to a T. Elf, which came out in 2003 when I was, and the reasons why I watched this movie is because literally I am Buddy the Elf when it comes to Christmas. Like, I just love it. And then Will Ferrell give the character some spice. And I sometimes still quote the movie, be like, you sit on the throne of lies. I use it in like everyday conversations. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. I can't remember what was the reason I didn't give it that perfect score. It'll probably come to me, but probably not. And then on to the third one, we have the Polar Express, which came out in 2004. The reasons why that I watched this holiday movie is because it's nostalgic to me. Like, yes, the animation's a little on the creepy side, but the songs and the scenes, nostalgia. But honestly, it gets an 8.5 out of 10 is because it would have been nice if, like, the characters actually had, besides Billy, had actual names, not the hero boy or the hero girl or the hobo or the conductor. Like, these people got names. They just never felt like giving them one. And then that one scene where Santa's getting ready to take off for Christmas Eve, with that one scene, the dun 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 dun. I swear to you, I keep thinking my alarm is going off. Cause my bell tower, the bell tower sound on your iPhone, any Apple products with the alarm, it sounds exactly the same as that scene. So yeah. Then Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer from 1964. The reasons I watch this classic is every Christmas is because it's always reminded me of my childhood. Just, you know, we have this tradition of having, like, the popcorn tins with, like, the 3 flavors with butter and caramel, and then the cheddar, and then having, like, a box of the sausage and cheese with the crackers, having those too. So yeah, those are that always reminds me. I honestly love the stop animation that they did in the 60s. I don't know why. It's just something about it, knowing that they did that in the 60s before, because let's be honest, it was the 60s. The technology wasn't as advanced as it is now, but still. And then the songs from the special, just I love playing during the holidays because it gets me that holiday cheer. And so it gets a 10 out of a 10. There's nothing I would have changed, nothing I would have added. It was perfect from beginning to end. So yeah, and then we're gonna go to the second stop animation. So it'll be The Year Without a Santa Claus from 1974. The reasons why I watched this Christmas special, this classic special, every Christmas for every year, is because of that one particular scene with the snow miser and the heat miser going like, I'm Mr. White Christmas, I'm Mr. Snow, I'm Mr. Icicle, I'm Mr. Ten Below. Friends call me Snow Miser, whatever I touch turns to snow in my clutch. I'm too nuts, I'm Mr. Heat Meister, I'm Mr. Green Christmas, I'm Mr. Sun, I'm Mr. Heat Blister, I'm Mr. 101. They call me Heat Miser, whatever I touch start to melt in my clutch. I'm too much. That was my favorite scene out of that. I'm not lying to you. I do find myself always singing this song. Just singing this song during the holidays. I honestly, as on TikTok, I've been seeing them use that clip and doing like the half and half makeup. Phenomenal. I wish I can do like that. So yeah, I gave it a 9 out of 10 for one particular reason. What was that? No, I don't remember. Dang, that's how fast I forget. I kind of do have a headache, so doing this is kind of killing my brain. So a 9 out of 10. So yeah. And then we go to number 6, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, which came out in 1970. The reasons why I watched this classic animated special during the holidays, because of the nostalgia as well. I love how you get a backstory on Santa, on why he does the things that he do, and how he became Santa Claus. I honestly give it a 10. I honestly give it a 10 out of 10, because this is honestly either like top of my list to always watch during Christmas. Like, it's honestly not Christmas without that. And then let's go to number 7, Frosty the Snowman, which came out in 1969. Reasons why I watched this short but classic special during all this is because I love the song Frosty the Snowman. Go like, Frosty the Snowman, do 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 do. Yeah, and how the special is actually based on the song, like they didn't change it or anything. I give it an 8 out of 10 because it was pretty dang short, and I just didn't like how I like, and I just didn't like the villain, the magician, for some reason. I just didn't care for him. So yeah, that is what it is. And then Frosty Winter Wonderland from 1976. Reasons why I watched the sequel to the classic special, that because it expands and gives more to Frosty, as well as giving him his wife Crystal. And then it also gives an unknowing villain to Frosty and the children, with Jack Frost and Frosty. I give it an 8.5 out of 10 because of that conflict. I felt like maybe it was a little too much to me, maybe. But yeah, so we're gonna go to number 9, Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July, which came out in 1979. Reasons why I watched this is because it brings 2 popular Christmas characters, well-known Christmas characters, together for a wild adventure in a circus for the 4th of July. I honestly give it a 7.5 out of 10 because there were 2 conflicts that kind of was just way over meshing and too much for maybe an hour or so, probably close to 2 hours, but still I feel like you don't need that many conflicts. But yeah, number 10 is the episodes for SpongeBob Christmas Who, which came out in 2000. I love the reasons why I watched this episode. Every Christmas is the one particular season where, SpongeBob, after the citizens of Bikini Bottom are disappointed because Santa didn't show up, and they get mad at SpongeBob for even telling them about Santa, and they all leave. And then after Patrick leaves too, and SpongeBob was just standing there disappointed, and then Squidward wakes up being like, Christmas already, comes out, pretty much teases and belittles SpongeBob for even believing in Santa. And SpongeBob gives him a present in case Santa did come, because Squidward didn't make a Christmas list, and he didn't want him to feel left out, and goes home pretty much defeated to take the decorations down. And Squidward's just trying to figure out what the present is. The favorite part is, it's probably an old Krabby Patty or his favorite underpants. That was my favorite part of the episode. So a 10 out of 10. I wouldn't even change that. It was perfect. It is perfect the way it is. Ugh. Now we're on to number 11. this is a two. These two are together because they go hand in hand. It's Home Alone from 1990 and Home Alone 2 that came 2 years later. The reasons why I watch these two movies every Christmas year is because of that. Because of a few iconic scenes as well as lines like "Merry Christmas, you filthy animal." But the reasons why it gets a 6.5 out of 10 is because twice that Kevin gets left behind for Christmas. And not only that, they continuously, I think they stopped, but don't quote me on this, they continuously made more Home Alone movies even after the original actor left, which felt like they didn't need to do that. I'm like, the third one didn't care for because it's not the original actor, and then they kept switching characters. I'm like, come on, this plot point of the child being left home alone for Christmas is kind of outdated. Because, like, come on, you're really gonna leave your child home alone during the holidays at this time with all the technology that we have now? Yeah, no. Okay, so on to number 12, Mickey's A Christmas Carol, which came out in 1983. The reasons why I watched this classic version of the well-known Christmas novel, and because it brings all different characters of the Disney universe to play each character from the novel A Christmas Carol. I give it a 9.5 out of 10 because it would have been nice if it wasn't 30 minutes long with commercials, but yeah, longer, a little bit longer. That, or they've done more of the book. But yeah, and we're gonna do number 13. Yeah, sorry, I'm looking down because I have to make sure I know what I'm reading. Yeah, number 13, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, which came out in 1999. Reasons why I watched this movie, because it comes as three different short stories that center around Donald Duck and his family, Goofy and his son, and Mickey and Minnie. I love it very much, so I give it a 10 out of 10. Nothing needs to be changed, nothing needs to be added, nothing needs to be taken away. It's perfect. And then we go to number 14, its sequel, Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas, which came out in 2004. The reasons why I watched this CGI animated sequel to the aforementioned movie, because it gives you one more short story, as well as they made it into CGI instead of going the classic 2D animated. So I actually give it a 9.5 out of 10. I kind of don't remember why I gave it a 9.5 and gave the original a 10. But yeah. And then we're on to Tim Burton's 'Twas the Nightmare Before Christmas that came out of 1993. I know there's debates on is it a Halloween movie or is it a Christmas movie. I honestly say you can watch it for both. It has Halloween aspects, it got Christmas aspects. So yeah, the reasons why I watch this movie is because the nostalgia. Nothing much. I give it a 9.5 out of 10 because I hated the three children, because, like, Jack Skellington deliberately told them not to bring Santa Claus to the boogeyman, and that's what they exactly did. And he knew, and everybody knew, he should not have trusted those children. Just simple as that. So yeah, so we're on to number 16, A Charlie Brown's Christmas with Charlie Brown Christmas Tales, which came out in 1965. The reason why I watched this Christmas special is because of the music, the scenes, and the bonus tales that come after the main storyline. There are funny scenes and memorable scenes, like the ones that have Snoopy in it, my favorite character, as well as the iconic dance scene with the Peanut Gang. So yeah, I give it a 10 out of 10 because I honestly love it. I mean, I think that you would not, I don't know if you guys would be able to watch the bonus stories on Apple TV as well as when it came on PBS last Sunday. So yeah, I couldn't tell you. So we're on to our last one. Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. This came out in 2000. The reason why I watched this very underrated Christmas special is because of the one scene with like Cousin Mel and the lawyer singing how they were gonna sue pants off and going, Grandma's gonna sue the pants off the Santa for a ride. Grandma's gonna sue the pants off the Santa. And how the movie is based off like the classic song of the same title. I love it. Like that is one of my favorite. These 17 movies I would recommend you should watch if you do celebrate Christmas. I know some of them you can definitely find on Disney Plus. Some of them you might have to like go through the channels and see when they come on for the hour, because I know with Grandma Got a Reindeer it comes mostly on CW, but I don't know whenever it does, because luckily I have it recorded already, so I don't need to figure out when it needs to be when I need to see it. And the same thing for Charlie Brown's Christmas, because luckily I recorded it last year before ABC before Apple TV bought the rights to play it without the extra tales. So yeah, because the other ones for sure you can watch on Disney Plus, if not Freeform. So yeah, so let's close that. I hope you guys are enjoying your day, afternoon, or evening. Until then, bye guys, stay safe and happy holidays.